Hello, beautiful, empathic, intuitive souls. I'm Bevan Neiman Cortez, and this is your weekly inspirational reading. I draw a couple of oracle cards and really deliver some deep messages to help you become more empowered, to become a sensitive lifestyle designer. In fact, I actually run an online community called the Circle of Empath Leaders that does just that. We help you make small tweaks and large leaps in your life to craft a lifestyle and a career that nurtures and uplifts your sensitivity rather than drains or depletes you. So I have a really important message today, and the cards that came through are absolutely beautiful. These are from the Shaman's Dream deck. It's one of my favorites. And the very first one that came up today was called the Winter's Dream, the gestation period, right? So whether you are actually physically in winter at the point of this reading, which would be some of our friends in the Southern Hemisphere, or you're, beginning to step into summer, as we are here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's just this time period that we all have at different points in our life when nothing seems to happen. Okay, you see everything here is frozen and there's a snail spirit. Here's the snail spirit and the head coming out of the shell. And the snail spirit, of course, is often known for its slowness in how it traverses the landscape and the terrain. Sometimes they sit in their shell for many, many, many months without doing anything whatsoever. And this can be a really frustrating time period, whether you're a creative person, an artist, a writer, a musician, whether you're wanting to bring something into the world, whether you're an entrepreneur. When we go into the gestation period, sometimes we get really angry about it, right? We get really frustrated with ourselves. We start to beat ourselves up inside and say, well, I should be doing more. And why am I not motivated? And we don't realize that most of this reason that we do that sort of self-flagellation, if you will, is because of the society that we live in. Our modern society tells us if we are not being productive, if we're not producing something, and if we're not making something, then we're dying, right? Or we're lazy. And all these different messages come out. And we've learned that from when we were in grade school, when we had to perform and we had to get ready for the test and we had to make certain grades, to when we went to work for someone else and we had to have everything done on a deadline, and everything was on performance and achievement and outcomes and goals, and there's nothing wrong with that mentality if it's held in a healthy sense, right? And that's sort of our outward dynamic masculine energy. It's okay to do things. It's okay to produce things and create things. We want to. It makes us happy as human beings to be productive and to be useful to ourselves and to others, right? And so when we come into this space, there's a lot of shame that can be embodied because of this. Because, why am I in this snail energy? How come everything is frozen right now? Why can't I get going? How come I can't come up with a perfect idea to do the perfect thing? And we really need to allow ourselves to embrace the feminine magnetic energy that this is bringing forth, right? Which is anytime, we create a human inside another human's body, there is a gestation period. It needs to marinate. It needs to grow. It needs to evolve, and it needs to be able to stand on its own outside the womb. Anytime that a caterpillar goes into the cocoon, it needs to dissolve itself down into mush until it emerges into something new. And so while this energy doesn't feel comfortable to us because we've been conditioned that we always must be busy, we always must be doing something, and there's certain sort of zodiac signs like Aries and others that really like to be doing things. Like I'm always loving to do things, but sometimes it gets draining to me as a highly sensitive person. So we have to know what that balance is. And we have to realize that there are a lot of things happening during the gestation period. You can see all this beautiful lights, kind of like the northern lights, right? All this spiritual energy streaming down, inspiration, anything we're reading, anything we're studying, any conversation that a person has with us is contributing and being marinated in our beautiful, highly sensitive brains that are masterful at pattern recognition and pulling all those things together and intuitively grabbing everything that we've been gathering and bringing together into form. So there's the world of possibility. which we can tap into as intuitives very easily, right? The world of possibility. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming because there's so many possibilities, but then it takes a while for us to kind of finesse it and massage it and bring it into this 3D reality. And that's the process of gestation. It's normal. It's natural. There's nothing wrong if you're going through that process right now. Understand that there's a lot of things going on in the background. And the second card is called Ears Wide Open. So sometimes they say keep your eyes wide open. This one is ears wide open. So we want to be listening. We want to be listening with our physical ears to everything that's going on around us, every YouTube video we're watching, every person who has a message for us, every book that we're reading. We want to keep our ears open. We also want to keep our spiritual ears open, that part of us that can hear the larger resonance of the universe, that can tap into that oneness, that knows that whatever is meant for us will come in. And some people are clairaudient, right? Where they actually hear messages, voices, inspiration. Sometimes I hear the words, the first paragraph of a chapter that I'm writing in my book. So this is clairaudience, and we want to keep that part of us, that spiritual gift, open, so that during this gestation period, if we're listening to everything, then that's all coming in. You see all these beautiful stars like lighting up. It's like boom, 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 boom. It's all coming in. It's all for you, right? So if you allow yourself to practice slowing down, being patient, I know, and just receiving everything that's meant to take you to that next level, to that next chapter, to that next project, to the next job, to the next relationship, whatever it is that you're waiting for, just allow it to come in. Just allow it to take the pace that it comes. I will tell you that nothing ever happens as fast as any human being ever wants it to. Nothing, not a single thing in the universe. So when we realize that and we accept that and we honor that, then we can go, oh, this is just the winter. This is the gestation period. I'm gathering all the information. Nothing's going wrong here. I'm not bad. I'm not lazy. I'm not unmotivated. I'm not stuck. I'm not stagnant. I don't have writer's block. I don't have artist block. I don't have any of that. It's just the gestation period. And everything needs to marinate, and everything will be birthed at the right time, as long as I'm keeping my ears open. So I love it, my friends. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you're watching. Please leave a comment. Let me know how this resonated with you, what that winter gestation period looks like in your life, and how you can help to understand that it's normal, natural, and it's completely fine, whatever cycle that you are going through. Eventually, this very tightly held coil will open up, and there it will be. And you'll have all the information and everything you need to move forward. So please let me know what you think about this. I'll leave a link for our online community. If you love these kind of oracle readings and teachings, we do these on a regular basis inside our community. There's a great library of all kinds of amazing videos and articles specifically for empathic, intuitive, and highly sensitive souls. So thank you so much, and I'll see you again next week.